Moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Let's make it happen. It's the time.
To start the drive.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. For right side here, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Breaks another. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
They're on the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. A big play that time through the air. 41 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
He's taken.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Young. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Bills 7, Browns nothing.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Now the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Now it's the backup Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhymed with skill.
Come on, man.
But desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out in the sky.
Side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns 33. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And to give this time to the tailback. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll look to throw here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 13 at the 14-yard line.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Let's go, let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught, and he is into the end zone for the Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Bills 14, Browns nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
The kicker on.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer.
Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And some room to work. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's go, team. Big 6.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On play action, they'll throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
On the deep ball. Brings up
after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. These guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
down and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is over the line for... another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Taking it about the 1. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And again this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Stanley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
17-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackled shy of the 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And his throw is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. Flush to his right. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 35. And And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And to give this time to the tailback. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
3rd and long for Prescott. This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
It's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 10-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them. One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 10. He's at the 50. 30. The 20.
Oh, it don't
10,
matter. It don't matter.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So now on comes the Browns offense as they'll try for 2 more.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. And we're still just in the 3rd quarter here. And the Bills are going to recover. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. High Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Past the 10. To the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to pull the playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on 4th down.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
He was brought down at
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 8.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Browns drive about to get started.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The Browns drive about to get started.
The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading.
Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
At the 22-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Here's Prescott. And incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs.
And he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. There he goes left side.
In your face!
And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Browns 14.
Here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Prescott. Dancing to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Henry Ruggs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
45, 45, 45, 45. Watch QB2.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Browns, 22.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank.
They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
See how they handle the waning moments of this one.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. First down, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 47. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Let's go. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bills, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.